far away, in a world that often hurries and bustles, where many busy feet scurry and noisy sounds echo, lived a gentle child named Emberly. She possessed a truly quiet spirit, one that allowed her to notice the smallest, beautiful secrets that others might easily miss as they rushed through their busy days, always looking for wonder in the softest whispers. Emberly loved the special time, just as the golden sun began its slow, sleepy descent below the distant horizon, painting the vast sky in the most tender shades of soft pink, warm orange, and the palest, most dreamy whisper of purple. It was her absolutely favorite moment of the entire day. A peaceful hush settling over everything like a soft, invisible blanket. She would often sit by her bedroom window, her kind eyes watching the world slowly, gradually dim, like a great, sleepy creature settling down for a long, quiet night's rest. The tall trees outside looked like giant, drowsy guardians, and the distant houses began to glow with tiny, warm, and very welcoming lights, each one a little spark of comfort. As the very last golden rays of sunlight stretched lazily across the quiet fields and the sleeping rooftops, something truly, wonderfully magical began to stir. It was a beautiful secret, known only to Emberley's exceptionally observant eyes and her very quiet, understanding heart. Just then, a peculiar and delightful sensation would tickle the air around her. It wasn't the playful push of the wind, nor the gentle rustle of a breeze through the leaves, but something much, much softer, like an invisible feather brushing gently against her cheek. Almost imperceptible dot, it felt precisely like the day itself was letting out a tiny, soft, and unbelievably gentle exhale, a quiet sigh of contentment as it prepared to rest. This breath was so faint, so delicate, that you would surely miss it if you weren't listening with your heart, just like Emberly always did. It was the world's most subtle, most tender whisper, a soft and heartfelt good night. And as the day let out this tiny, profoundly peaceful sigh, the lingering sunbeams, instead of simply fading away into the growing dusk, began to shimmer with an extraordinary inner light. They sparkled with a soft, ethereal glow, dancing gracefully in the twilight air above all the sleepy houses, creating a silent ballet of light. The golden light swirled and twirled with an unhurried elegance, creating patterns that looked like invisible ribbons, winding and unwinding with a slow, almost sleepy, and incredibly graceful rhythm, preparing for something truly wonderful to unfold right before Emberley's gentle gaze. Then, from the very heart of this magical, swirling, shimmering light, the most exquisite and delicate things began to gently form. They were like tiny, perfect spheres, soft and beautifully luminescent, not like the bouncy, fleeting bubbles you blow with soap, but filled instead with a steady, gentle glow, as if each one was cradling a tiny, warm star within its fragile form. These truly were not ordinary bubbles. They were unbelievably fragile and ethereal, reflecting the very last of the day's soft colors in their pearly, iridescent surfaces. Each one holding a tiny, shimmering rainbow of twilight's quiet magic. Promising peace, Emberly watched, her kind eyes wide with a gentle, silent wonder, as these very special sunbeam bubbles floated effortlessly upwards, slow and steady, like tiny, silent balloons made of pure, gentle light, drifting with purpose and grace into the deepening sky. She knew their beautiful secret. These precious bubbles weren't filled with ordinary air. Not at all. But with something far more precious and comforting. Something lovingly harvested from the day's most peaceful and cherished moments. Held safe within their shimmering walls, each bubble held a tiny, perfect piece of the day's collected tranquility. Imagine the quiet hush of a vast, peaceful library, or the calm, unmoving surface of a still pond, reflecting the wide, serene sky, or the gentle, sleepy warmth of a tiny, purring kitten curled up in a sunbeam. They contained all the wonderful, forgotten giggles that had been too soft or too quick to hear clearly during the daytime. The sweet echoes of happy chuckles from playing children, the light-hearted whispers of joy that had danced on the breeze and settled into the very air, and, most enchanting of all, they were softly, magically inflated with nascent dreams. These weren't fully formed, grand adventures yet, but the tiny, hopeful stirrings and first sweet whispers of what dreams might quietly become as the night deepened and sleep took hold, perhaps within one. There was the dream of a fluffy, white cloud gently turning into a friendly, smiling dragon, or a sleepy bear discovering a secret, giant honey tree filled with sweet delights, or a tiny boat sailing peacefully on a vast sea of twinkling, friendly stars. Just the very beginning, the merest hint of a dream. The bubbles themselves glowed ever so softly with these beautiful, precious contents. A gentle, rhythmic pulse of light within each one, hinting at the quiet adventures and peaceful images waiting so patiently to unfold in the deep, comforting stillness of slumber. They drifted higher and higher, like silent, sparkling messengers, carrying their precious, soothing cargo with purpose across the darkening sky. A truly magical procession of peace, making its quiet way over the sleepy world below, heading towards their important destination. Emberly watched them float gently over her own peaceful roof, then gracefully over her neighbors' quiet homes, and then further still, past the calm fields and the sleepy town, towards all the children everywhere who were settling down to rest and prepare for sleep. There was no rush, no hurriedness in their silent, graceful journey. They moved with the gentle, calming rhythm of a lullaby, swaying softly from side to side, guiding the day's last, soft light to its incredibly important and comforting mission, a mission of peace. as the beautiful Sunbeam Bubbles reached their destination, hovering gently and softly above each home where a child slept soundly. Something truly wonderful and serene happened. They began to pop, but not with a loud, startling noise that might awaken anyone. Oh no. Their popping was the very softest sound imaginable, like a whisper of the finest silk brushing against itself, or the gentle sigh of a sleeping baby. A sound so incredibly tender, it was almost like not a sound at all, just a release of quiet magic. And as each bubble softly burst, its comforting contents didn't scatter wildly or disappear. Instead, they gently rained down, an invisible shower of profound tranquility, of happy, forgotten giggles, and of those hopeful, nascent dreams, falling ever so softly. This truly wasn't a rain you could see with your eyes or feel on your skin, but a magical, calming mist that settled over each quiet house, finding its way easily through open windows and tiny cracks. Like a gentle, invisible hug dot, it floated silently into every bedroom where a child was tucked snugly in bed, feeling warm and safe, ready to close their eyes and gently journey into the wonderful land of sleep, where anything is possible and dreams bloom. This gentle, magical rain of peace enveloped them, wrapping around them like the softest, most comforting warm blanket, chasing away any lingering worries or restless, busy thoughts from the day, allowing only calm to remain. The forgotten giggles mingled with their very breath, bringing a soft, sweet smile to their lips as they slowly drifted off to sleep, a light, happy feeling bubbling up from deep inside their peaceful hearts. And the nascent dreams, those tiny, hopeful stirrings of imagination, began to unfurl and grow, painting the most beautiful, comforting, and peaceful pictures behind their eyelids, inviting them into delightful adventures. Perhaps a dream of floating on a big, soft, fluffy cloud, gentle and light, drifting slowly and without a care through a vast sky filled with friendly, twinkling stars, each one winking a happy greeting, or a dream of walking through a magical garden filled with the most beautiful, sweet-smelling flowers, where butterflies with velvet wings fluttered gracefully and silently all around, inviting them to play among the blossoms. Perhaps a dream of cuddling very closely with a favorite toy that suddenly came wonderfully to life, whispering soft stories and sharing secret, happy thoughts in the quiet, comforting stillness of the night. The children would breathe it all in, this magical, dream-filled air, and their sleep would become wonderfully deeper, much calmer, and filled with the sweetest, most comforting adventures and visions imaginable, lasting until morning. Emberly, watching from her quiet window, felt a deep sense of peaceful joy bloom in her heart. She was the only one who saw this beautiful, silent nightly ballet of light and peace, and it filled her with warmth. She knew that her quiet observation and gentle presence helped to keep this magic alive, a silent guardian of the day's softest secret, ensuring that all children everywhere could have the most peaceful and comforting dreams. As the very last of the Sunbeam Bubbles disappeared into the deepening, velvety twilight, a profound calm settled over the entire world, a stillness that hummed with a gentle, sleepy energy, preparing for the night. Emberly finally snuggled down into her own warm, inviting bed, feeling the soft echoes of the tranquil, peaceful rain that had showered her home, too. A silent blessing of calm washing over her, a wonderful wave of peaceful calm washed over her, making her eyelids feel delightfully heavy, and her entire body deeply relaxed, truly ready to join the world of dreams and gentle slumber. She took a slow, deep, comforting breath and imagined the light, happy giggles from the bubbles gently tickling her nose, bringing a sweet, knowing smile to her soft, sleepy face. And she knew with all her heart that the nascent dreams were already beginning to quietly bloom in her own sleepy mind, ready to carry her on a gentle, wonderful journey through the night. You, too, can feel this gentle magic all around you now, little one. As you lie quietly in your bed, imagine the softest, quietest breath in the air. Just above your own warm space dot, can you almost see the faint shimmer of light, like tiny, invisible sparkles dancing ever so gracefully in the air, bringing all the day's peace and quiet comfort directly to you. It's a truly warm, comforting feeling, like a soft, fluffy blanket of calm that settles gently and lovingly over your room, making everything feel perfectly safe and wonderfully still. Let it fill your mind and your heart, chasing away any busy, bustling thoughts that might still be lingering, replacing them with quiet, gentle dreams and a deep, spreading feeling of warmth. Close your eyes, my dear, and listen to the gentle whispers of the night, knowing you are wrapped completely in the day's sweetest, most peaceful exhalation, kept safe and love. Drift softly, peacefully into your dreams now, carried by the quietest giggles and the warmest calm, until the morning light gently, beautifully wakes you again. Good night, sweet dreams.